everybody. So I just had lunch and I'm still moving through my series on Budgeting 101, and please excuse me, my allergies are killing me. It's not COVID or anything like that, so if you hear me sniffle or anything like that, I apologize. But so today we are going to talk about Budgeting 101, and like I said, this series is going to go over some things that most people don't talk about when it comes to budgeting. Mostly you're going to see people showing you spreadsheets or sharing their budget with you, or apps and things of that nature. And I wanted to take a different approach, because the biggest thing that is going to play a part in your success in being able to keep your budget, which will enable you to meet your financial goals, is your mindset. And so if you haven't watched the first two videos, make sure you watch those so that you can go over the first couple of principles that I discussed with you. Today, I want to talk about efficiency, because oftentimes, remember, we're talking about this mindset. We're talking about your subconscious mind and how your subconscious mind reacts to your attitudes and your perspectives on things. And when most people talk about budget, they think in terms of cutting back, not being able to do things, all the negative things that you think about, not having any fun or anything like that. But if you think about your budget in terms of making your finances more efficient, then you will have a better attitude about budgeting. You will actually enjoy it and look forward to it, because you will see you will see your finances get better. You will see yourself reaching your goals, and that's very encouraging. And so what I want to share with you is, instead of starting to try to cut back right away, what I would typically do is think about, what can I get? How can I pay less for what I already have? So a perfect example of this is our cell phones. And I'm just not a proponent of getting on contracts or anything like that. I don't have to have the newest and latest and greatest right now. And I don't want to have to pay for, basically when you get a contract, you're basically making payments on the phone. That's the reason why they keep you in the contract. And so I'm always on the lookout for any type of better deals. And one of the things that I really needed was a good unlimited data plan, because the plan that I had did not have unlimited data, and I just hadn't taken the time to do any homework or research or anything like that. And so once I did that, I was able to change out the cell phone plan for me and my daughter, and I was able to get a better rate on my cell phone bill. I was able to, actually what I did was I saved a little bit from what I was paying before, but now I have unlimited data. And so now my next step is, I want to try and get us new phones and things like that. That's going to take a little while, because I just refuse to make monthly payments for a phone. I know that it's important, but that's just not where I'm inclined to spend my money on something that I feel is a depreciating asset. So I just want to share with you that when you're thinking about your budget, don't think in terms of, you're cutting back, you're not doing this, you're not having fun, you're not able to live, and that's subjective for everybody. There's something that Dave Ramsey says all the time, and it's something that has resonated with me. But he said that, if you're willing to do today what nobody else is willing to do today, then you're going to have tomorrow. Then tomorrow you're going to have what no one else will have. And so if you can think like that in terms of your budget, think in terms of efficiency. Look at everything that you're spending money on and find out how you can maintain what you have, but be more efficient with it in terms of find a cheaper plan. Maybe you have some insurance policies and there's duplicate coverage, and you're paying extra. You're paying extra when you don't need to, when one policy or two policies will give you the same type of coverage versus 3 or 4 policies. And so that's where I would start trying to find ways to be efficient, not necessarily cut back on what you have. And that will help your mindset. That will keep you from getting in the scarcity mindset. We'll talk about that too. You don't want to do that, because that's going to affect everything else that you're trying to do with your finances. You want to grow into if you do have a scarcity mindset, your goal is to grow into an abundance mindset. And you can do that with a budget and maintaining your budget if you think about it the way I'm explaining it to you, and the way I'm explaining it in this series. So your next step right now is to think of ways that you can be more efficient with your budget, not necessarily cut back. Then after you know that you have optimized the efficiency of your budget, then you can look at some things that maybe you're being wasteful on, and maybe you don't need to have so many things, or you don't need to do so many things so often. And so that's what I want to challenge you, is to change your mindset from it when it comes to your budget, that you're not cutting back, you're being more efficient with your finances. So that's all I have for today. And if you haven't done so already, please like, subscribe, share, and hit the notification bell, most definitely, so that you can get the next part of the series. And if you want to become financially fit and start growing wealth, there are 3 things that you need to do. The first thing that you need to do is download my free ebook. It's called Make, Manage, and Master Your Money. The second thing that you want to do is make sure that you are maximizing the monthly cash flow that's coming into your home. So there's a strategy, there's a technique, a specific strategy and technique that most people, say 80% of the people, don't know about this. And this does not require you having to work any more hours. You don't have to get a second job. You don't have to sell anything. You don't have to change your budget. You don't have to change your lifestyle at all with the strategy. And then the third thing that you want to do is you absolutely must, if you have not started already, you must start saving in gold. You want to try to save at least a gram per month. If you can't save a gram per month, you can save as little as 1/10 of a gram until you can get to the point where you can save more. You can get a free gold savings account to do that, and 1/10 of a gram is less than $10 right now. So I don't know anybody, if you're living in the United States, I really don't know anybody that cannot afford to save at least $10 in gold. We are in the midst of a major wealth transfer, and the people that are going to come out safely on the other side of it are the people that are going to have some gold. So you want to start doing that also. Everything that I've just mentioned, you can look down in the description below, and you can get all the information on all 3 of those things. So all the best to your success, and I will see you next time.